What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. I want to talk about this whole Snoop Dogg, Gayle King, Susan Rice nonsense. Here we go. For those who don't know this situation, it all started with the death of Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to your daughter and everybody else who died on that tragic helicopter crash. Y'all know what it is. I'm not even gonna go into that. That's just powerful shit. And you see the love that Kobe Bryant's getting after the fact. But anyway, Lisa Leslie is a basketball player who's on the LA Sparks, knows Kobe Bryant or has known him for years. She was being interviewed by Gayle King, who does a TV journalism interview type shit, and she's also known for being best friends with Oprah Winfrey. So there was a clip that came out that went pretty viral where it appeared that Gayle King was interviewing and pressing Lisa Leslie on the rape allegations that Kobe Bryant was accused of back in, I believe, 2003. But we all know, case closed, not guilty, is water under the bridge, is done. All right, but she appeared to be pressing Lisa, and Lisa did a really good job of shutting her down, essentially, because she just said, hey, listen, that's not the Kobe I know. I've hung out with him, this and that, and he never acted or perceived himself. I never perceived him to be that way. So listen, it would be great if the media could kind of let that go. Needless to say, with this clip being out there, there was a lot of backlash that Gayle King incurred because of her pressing of the issue, her line of questioning. All right, and how I feel was basically broken down two ways, and I want to thank two brothers who made two separate videos with two separate outcomes that I agree with both. One is my man Amazing Lucas. He did a video basically breaking it down, and his approach was more of how everybody else felt at the time. Like, you could understand it. Look, Gayle, you can't sit here and sort of pass the buck because you were asking the questions. Don't sit here and say, well, it's CBS's fault for putting the clip out. I didn't know that the clip was going to go out. You know what I mean? And you should accept some of the backlash because you were pressing on. So that is like the, I guess I would say the more common sentiment. I guess we'll say that. When it came to Anthony Bryan Logan's video, ABL, shout out to my man ABL. You know what it is. He brought up a point that not everybody was saying, and I said, oh shit, yeah, that's true. Think about it this way. Gayle King was actually the only one in mainstream media that gave Lisa Leslie the platform or the voice to come out and put a nail in that coffin finally in Kobe's chapter. Because, you know, as soon as Kobe died, people were putting that out there. Oh, he's a rapist, blah, 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 blah. You're celebrating a rapist and this, that, and the third. But Lisa Leslie sort of put an end to all of that, and it got out on a mainstream platform. So ABL was kind of saying, yo, you got to chill with the backlash, because not everybody that's filming this stuff is actually bringing someone on to shut that rapist shit down. And that's a good point. But anyway, let's go back to the backlash. Snoop Dogg, and this Negro, I've told you, you know how I feel about him. I make no secret. I told you about this Negro before in the past. super emotional since 2016. We all know why. TDS. But this dude put out, I think it was an Instagram live or whatever, where he says to Gayle King, "You dog face bitch," something along those lines. "Fuck you. You're shitting on Kobe, blah, 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 blah." Which, again, look, would I have gone that far? I mean, I understand the emotional aspect of it, but would I have gone that far? Maybe, depending. But what he said next is what got him in trouble. He says, "Oh, we coming for you," right? Could be perceived as a threat. Now, here's where Susan Rice, the former National Security Advisor, steps in. This chick comes in and says, "Hey, Snoop Dogg, you back the fuck off." I don't remember if she used the F word, but she goes, "You back off." She goes, "You don't want to," she essentially said, "You don't want none of this smoke." She said, "Listen, you want to deal with an army? I'll bring you an army." I'm like, damn, dude. This chick came out and said, "Hold on, nah." And guess what? I've never seen an apology be created so fucking fast. This dude turns around, says, "You know what? I talked to my mama, and you're right. I was emotional, and Gayle King, I want to apologize. I said some things that shouldn't have been said. I am so sorry," and blah, blah, blah. And I'm saying to myself, I know I got a little bit of hate because I've railed on Snoop Dogg before because of how he's acting. This dude he just goes wherever the wind blows, as do most of these cocksucking celebrities in Hollywood. That's what he's doing. The whole, fuck Trump shit after, he's been boys with Trump for years. This is what I told you. Just pay attention to these niggas' behaviors. These guys are not to be trusted. This dude sold you for years that he's a G. Doggy Style, one of my favorite albums of all time. Great fucking classic album. Classic West Coast album. Murder Was the Case. All that good shit. Talking about, "Oh, I'm a G," and this and that. Meanwhile, stick to your guns, my dude. I mean, granted, I don't agree with none of that fuck shit, but stick to your guns. I wouldn't have. Listen, if the way this dude talks on record, you would think, "Hey, I'm not gonna apologize for that. I feel how I feel. Now what?" But he knows he's smart because of the backing that Susan Rice got. He don't want those type of problems. He really don't. Like, he could talk all that shit on record and sell it to you, and a lot of you weak-minded, non-critical thinking motherfuckers, you'll absorb it. But when it comes to reality, let me tell you something. Susan Rice went, "Nah, hey, hang on a second." She had to step in. That's a G. It is. So, the only reason I'm doing this video is because Snoop Dogg, is super disappointing nowadays. And this should be sort of his swan song to just stick to fucking music. Stay out of this whole political, social bullshit. Because your whole life, when it comes to that, is full of inconsistencies and hypocrisies. Cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This should be your swan song to go back into just making good goddamn music. Stop this bullshit. You know what I mean? Because, for example, what I'm saying is, you look at LeBron James right now, when he got slammed with that Hong Kong shit, where he was talking about, an injustice here is an injustice everywhere, but when it came to Hong Kong, hey, I can't speak on that because it affects his bottom line. And then he got dragged for it, which he should have. Notice now he's real quiet when it comes to social issues. He can't say shit. Same thing with you, Snoop Dogg. Same shit. "Oh, fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Trump. XYZ. Fuck you." Then turns around 2 minutes later. "Hey, Mr. Trump. I noticed you have the prison reform thing going. Could you help out my friend Loon? Could we get Loon out of the I'm done. That's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Also, subscribe. Follow me on BitChute and Brighteon. I'll leave the post down there because YouTube is becoming Soyland. All right. So, and that's it. That's it. Peace, bitches.